What's going on, and welcome back to another Legion gear review. And in this video we're going to be going over the Agilite AG3 Placard triple mag pouch and just kind of discussing what this has to offer in comparison to some of the other triple mag pouches that I've reviewed in the past. Now with that, before I dive into it, I purchased this solely for the fact that I wanted to try something new, and I'm setting up a handful of law enforcement kits, and I needed a triple mag panel that was more of that full height size, because I also have a kind of mini or micro triple mag panel from Dynamic Principles that's a little bit lower as far as these magazine pockets go, and it wasn't going to facilitate some of the specific roles that I want to work on and set up content on. So I needed something full size so that way we can add the shotgun, placards for shotgun rounds and some other accessories for some other kit setups and configurations, for example like demo stuff and all that. So this is why we purchased this, in conjunction with just wanting to try out something new. I know quite a few people, especially foreign guys from like Europe and that area, that are running Agilite stuff, and they really like it. So kind of took their references and referrals and just jumped on Agilite stuff to try it out and see what they have to offer. So with that, and without further ado, we'll dive right into this. These guys are going to cost you roughly about $50 to $60, depending on if they're on sale or not, whether it's on their website or through another distributor. You have a couple of camo and color options to include multicam, black multicam, ranger green, coyote brown, and black. So you do have options there to work with your specific requirements and needs. And then as far as construction goes, this thing is pretty impressive just straight out of the box. So this is very much kind of like an initial review. I'm really impressed with it. Primarily made out of 500 denier Cordura. All of your individual mag, or all of your mag pockets, are an individual pocket, which is really nice. I do like mag panels that are just very simple, one piece, and then they got their dividers, but it is nice to have something that is a little more flexible and adaptable and moldable like this. So granted, if you start stacking pouches on top, you're going to lose that, but as far as like ease of use and being able to work with this right out of the bat, having that divided mag carrier piece is really nice. So with that, primary constructions out of 500 denier Cordura. Up top here, on top of that, we've got our Molly loops. We've got loop Velcro on the top here, so if you want to add Velcro stuff to it, you absolutely can, which is a really nice feature. I don't know a whole lot of applications outside of like shotgun placard stuff that has Velcro back, as well as like demo stuff where you may want to like have Velcro loops and run shock tube and all that stuff through it. So you got options when it comes down to it with this. I'm sure there's plenty of other ideas out there where you guys could throw them out for other people to think about. But with that, each one of these magazine pockets has its own individual little drain or grommet at the bottom. So if you get dirt, debris, water, all that stuff, it's going to wash out and fall out pretty easily, which is really, really nice. A lot of panels that I've seen in the past only have one. Having three individual ones is really nice because it should help get things out a little bit faster potentially. With that, on the bottom half, or on the bottom here of the triple mag panel, you do have your pull tabs, so being able to don and doff your gear is fairly easy. Helps you just get things pulled apart so that way you can get in and out of your gear rather quickly. On the backhand side here, we've got our Velcro on the top, and then which kind of separates that first section of Molly from the rest of the body, and then we have our main Velcro portion for the panel, which usually velcros into all your Velcro on your plate carrier. And then we've got our straps to help retain our adjustment tri-glides to be able to set this up on whatever kit we got. So you can adjust it up and down based off of the size of your plate carrier and where you want your mags specifically to sit on that plate carrier. So backside's very, very simple, very straightforward. You also have your knotted loop or knots for your shock cord, which hold your entire loop section in place. For these loops, these are fairly nice when it comes down to it. Hopefully you guys can see. You got your nice pull tab up top here, and then that shock cord has that heat shrink, or super heavy duty heat shrink on the exterior, which helps hold things in place. The nice thing about this compared to your more traditional shock cord mag retainer is this is rigid and it comes off pretty easily. It stays out of the way. When you're reinserting mags, it does stay out of the way, so that way you can quickly get that mag right back into that carrier, which is really nice. The other cool thing about this, when I was thinking about it and playing around with this, is because this shock cord has this fairly rigid piece of heat shrink on it, it helps keep that pocket open. Granted, like, this can still close, but it does seem like the actual loop portion here wants to help keep that mag pocket open, so that way when you're throwing these back into that pocket, it is a little bit easier and you don't have to fight loose or flopping material compared to some of the other stuff that I use. I mean, for example, I love Tac Taylor's stuff, but their pockets can be semi-difficult to get mags back in because you pull your mag out and then the pocket collapses, where this fairly wants to stay open. So I think that is a really cool kind of feature and byproduct of just having those rigid elastic loops and pull tabs. The other nice thing is, with these pull tabs, different environments, airborne, maritime, all that, you don't have to worry about your mags coming out. They're going to stay in place. And when you pull all of these aside, they really don't interfere too bad with everything else. You can pull your mags out with ease and then reinsert them fairly easily with ease as well. So food for thought, something to think about. Pretty cool product when it comes down to it. Granted, this is my initial and first time working with them, so it'll be interesting to see how these hang over time and how they compete with some of the other products that I've worked with in the past. So with that, if you guys have any questions, please feel free, leave a comment. We will help you out in any way that we can in answering those questions. If you have any experience with these, please feel free to leave comments, so that way guys that are potentially looking at this product have your experience to leverage when it comes to working with it, seeing that this is my first time working with them. So please share that experience, so that way guys get the most out of the content and the comment section. So with that, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.